aware, for 16 years in this country, we tried a political party known as People's Democratic Party, that is now known as People Deceiving People, or Papa Deceiving Peking. Then we move on a few years ago, precisely some 18 months ago, another political party known as the All Progressives Congress, that we now know as All Present Criminals. Yes. And when they came to power, they promised us employment. Okay. What did they give us? They started hiring their children at the central bank through the back door. They promised us health care. What did they give us? A president that goes to London even when he has catarrh. They promised us education. Yes. They have also decided not to fund our schools. Yes. Yes. Because the president who says that he has not done any job in several years has had, in the last 18 months, 2 of his children graduate from a university in the United Kingdom. Yes. They promised us roads. What you get are death traps. Yes, they promised that they will increase salaries. What we got is a devaluation of the naira that has never been seen before in the history of this country. Yes, sir. In fact, today the naira, the value of the naira is worthless than a toilet paper. Yes, yes, sir. They promised to increase salaries of workers, but our workers today can no longer live on the wages they are paid. So they cannot even, we can't call it living wages anymore. Oh yes. Everybody is feeling the pain that this government has brought onto us. And why we are on the street is to send the government back to where they came from. And I'm very serious. This is not one struggle that we start today. As we started on Monday, they thought it was a joke. And we did it today. This is just a small portion of the people that protested today. Thousands of Nigerians protested today. We had at a point a lot of policemen, but now it got to a point the policemen were themselves overwhelmed. But let us also tell the policemen that they are also suffering, because between us and the police we go to the same market. Between us and the soldiers, the Mami market does not have a different currency. Yes. Alomo costs the same inside Mami market as it costs in the regular market in Ketu. Yes. The same thing happens to tomato, gari, and all other staples that we manage with in this country. Rice has now even become, it has become gold in this country. The other day, the president, the vice president, the acting president called a meeting, the most stupid meeting I've ever had before, of people, a committee to look into how to provide food. For God's sake, if you don't have food, you fucking create farms and grow food. You don't set up a committee of pot-bellied politicians who will still be sharing sitting allowances that could have been used to help ourselves. But what is the most cardinal point of this government? The government tells us they are going to be fighting corruption, right? Yes. And what are they doing? This government, in fact, is participating. The government has codified corruption in the DNA of Nigeria. Most members of this regime are involved in monumental corruption. The Senate President of Nigeria is one of the most corrupt people you can find in any place in the world. Yes. In fact, on my way here, it has just been discovered again that 2.5 billion naira was traced to his account from deductions that were sent to governors and states from the Paris Club refund. And each governor has stolen 400 million naira already from that deduction alone. And that is why you wonder sometimes who the policemen should be after. Is it the criminals? Is it the criminals or the Nigerians that who are suffering? And we are glad that you are walking away, but you should not walk away. You should come and hear from us. You understand? You should come and learn about your socio-economic conditions from us. Because your DPO will never tell you. Your area commander will never tell you. Your commissioner of police will never tell you. And the bank manager of the Nigeria Police Bank, that is the Inspector General of Police, will never tell you the truth. So, our people, we are calling on you not to relent until we achieve victory. Victory is certain if we continue our struggle. And this struggle we are continuing, that we have just started, is bound to consume even the government that claims to be a child of a struggle. As you have heard, when we started the struggle, they were telling us that we needed permission to march on the streets of Lagos and elsewhere. And we said to them, it is our right to march anywhere we want. They prevailed on their musician to pack, Two-Face. And we brought over our own One-Faces in thousands, and they all ran away. And of course, we brought Charlie Boy as well, who is not here today because the man is 65 years old, but he has been doing this struggle since Monday. But let me tell you, this is very important. This is a struggle for the young people of this country. It is not the struggle of old people. There are over 65% of us who are below the age of 35. That is over 100 million people. Please, do not be afraid. It doesn't matter whether you are from the east or south, or the northeast, or the north central, or the southwest. All those things are just socio-political, geopolitical divisions to confuse you. When they want to steal, there's no south, there's no northeast, there's no north central, there's just one central of thieves in this country. So we want you not to relent and don't be another thief. And you now have to choose between two thieves. We don't even know if our president will make it in 2019. When people say that the man is sick or is dead, I don't care. Because this is not the first time Nigeria will be ruled by a dead person. You know, Yar'Adua was dead for several months. Nigeria was going on. So when he was around, what was he doing for us anyways? So that is why you should even not be distracted by the discussion about whether the president is healthy or not. There is nobody who is healthy in power in this country. Some of them, a lot of them are physically handicapped. And most of them are mentally insane. Otherwise, how do you steal money that you can even not spend? How do you buy expensive cars and you forget the roads upon which to drive them? How do you have kids and you forgot schools to send them? How do you know that you become sick and you forgot to equip hospitals that can save your life when it's very important? And how do you know that you'll be hungry and you refuse to grow food? That is Nigeria of today. Again, this is going to be one of my longest speeches. Now, I'm not going to be talking too much. It's going to be action, action, action. Thank you, my people.
Sir.